Hello, I'm Mayor Ted Bettencourt. It has certainly been a very difficult 2 years for all of us, with COVID-19 upending so many aspects of our lives. That's why I'm so happy to be able to report some very good news from right here on Main Street. I wanted to take this opportunity to update you on 3 very exciting projects that will help shape the future of our local economy. Each one will bring more people and more jobs downtown while generating additional revenue for the city. As everyone knows, Brodies has been a staple in downtown Peabody for over 40 years. Like many family-owned small businesses, Brodies has struggled during the pandemic and has been forced to adapt to ever-changing circumstances. Fortunately, owner Mike VOTTO and his team have persevered and now plan to open a beautiful new location in the same footprint as the original.
Hi, my name is Michael VOTTO. I've been the owner of Brodie's Pub for 11 years now, and I have a proposal into the city of Peabody to hopefully renovate this entire building from the foundation all the way up to a complete brick exterior to resemble the rest of the downtown, and then also an outdoor space with a glass atrium roof, something that could be used year-round.
Brodie's has always been one of those places that you can walk in, you'll know 9 out of 10 people that are sitting in the restaurant. Mike's always given back to the community, helped with fundraising, all kinds of sports.
You know everybody who comes in, they're very comfortable, the wait staff and the waitresses and the bartenders are phenomenal. It's like home. It's kind of like a clubhouse, if you will.
We hope to, with the approvals, hope to get this project started sometime later this year, and it should take about 12 to 14 months to complete the renovation. But I think the final product is something that the town is desperately needing, and also is going to clean up this entire corner and be a complete asset to the downtown and make Peabody more of a destination going forward.
Most Peabody residents will recognize this building. It's the O'Shea Mansion located at 2 Washington Street. Last year, the City Council unanimously approved my request to sell this historic property, along with 12 Washington Street and 16 Washington Street. Local developer Ed GREELEY and restaurateur Jeff Calla are restoring this mansion and converting it into a 10-room bed and breakfast with a restaurant, speakeasy-style bar, spa, and other amenities.
Hello, my name is Ed GREELEY, and welcome to the future site of the Bell Inn and Tavern. This area here is going to be some small dining. It will boast of a service bar over here in the corner. We will have a lit fireplace to keep our folks warm during the winter months.
My name is Jeff Calla. I'm working with Eddie on this project. The first floor we're going to do a lot of traditional old school New England fare. And then in the basement where the speakeasy is going to be, there'll be a menu, a little bit different menu with a ton of small plates. We want this to be the place where the community hangs out.
Over here we have dining room 2. It's going to be a little bit of a larger dining area. It'll also give you access to what will eventually become the courtyard. This whole area is going to be privacy fenced off with an 8-foot fence, greenery for privacy. It's going to be well lit. It's just going to make for an awesome atmosphere. There's so much rich history here at the O'Shea Mansion.
It was built in 1740 by Francis Simmons and became a very notable North Shore location. And during the Revolutionary War, it's where the Minutemen from the North Shore met.
Our concern with this beautiful building is the fact it is a beautiful building, and we are so pleased that the developers are going to make sure that they restore it to its pristine position that it was when it was built.
Okay, now we're going to go up to the 2nd floor to the boutique hotel. I'm going to put some furniture here. They'll have some backgammon, some games to play with. A nice night at the fire. We have a couple of rooms. These are going to be double suites. This room in all of the mansion is my favorite, which will be the main bridal suite room. You'll be able to rest under 30 feet of conical roof. It's pretty neat. And then we wind back down to the 1st floor. And here we're going to enter into the speakeasy. You can use your imagination. We're going to have a long, approximately 50-foot bar top, end to end. There'll be an egress off to the side here that'll allow folks to get out into the courtyard. There's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of music, and a lot of good times down here in the Speakeasy. We're really looking forward to it.
This project surpasses even our fondest wishes for what would become of the beautiful O'Shea Mansion. It will be a destination for people from all around the region and will preserve the precious revolutionary history for which this mansion is renowned. Prior to the pandemic, the CuriousCity Pop-Up Children's Museum opened its doors at the George Peabody House on Washington Street. The museum featured innovative play-based exhibits for ages 2 to 10. I've always felt that a children's museum could be a great success here in the city of Peabody. It could be part of our long-term future for our downtown. But to make this investment, we needed to prove to ourselves and to the community that this could be a success.
After 9.5 months of running events in that temporary space, we had over 9,200 visitors. About 80% of the people who came were from outside of Peabody, which is really important because when you have a project of this magnitude, for sustainability, you really need to draw from a larger geographical area.
We saw with the pop-up that people were taking advantage of both of the restaurants adjacent to CuriousCity. Having it in the downtown should be a driver to all the restaurants in the area.
This fall, city attorneys and I negotiated a lease agreement for 10 Main Street to be the permanent home of the Peabody Children's Museum. I wanted to take a moment to kind of give a little sneak peek of what we're going to be looking at here in the Children's Museum. This is the entry, and as you see, this is a pretty wide open space. To be the entry point, we have a couple of rooms that we envisioned for to put clothes and carriages and maybe sell some items over here. And it sets up perfectly over in this area where we have 8 office cubicles that we were going to be able to put some exhibit space here. There's some additional office space that we could potentially utilize for birthday parties. I think this would be a great location for all of that. And we've already received a number of inquiries from schools and camps about the Children's Museum and the timing of it. And I think we're going to get a great response from people. But I think it's excellent space, again, in the heart of our downtown, and really sets up nicely for what we're looking to do here. Downtown Peabody has come a long way in the last 10 years. When I first became mayor, Main Street was little more than a dangerous cut-through for speeding traffic. Storefronts stood empty, and there was virtually no nightlife to speak of. Since then, we improved Main Street to make it safer for pedestrians and drivers. We rebuilt sidewalks, installed new crosswalks, and beautified the entire corridor. We redesigned Peabody Square into a more traditional and efficient 4-way intersection. Investors responded. One by one, new shops, restaurants, live music venues, apartments, and even our own community theater, the Black Box, have opened their doors. We still have a way to go to realize our full potential, but the new Brodies Pub, the Peabody Children's Museum, and the exciting developments at the O'Shea Mansion represent a tremendous step forward. I have talked to so many Peabody residents and business owners who share my excitement for the future of downtown Peabody. I want to hear your thoughts and ideas. Please call my office or send an email with your suggestions. If you haven't been downtown recently, make plans to have dinner at one of our great restaurants, see a show, or spend the afternoon shopping. You can see for yourself how far we've come and how bright the future looks.